Welcome to the Coffee Club, broadcasting live from New York with your host, Felix, and co-host, Dr. Marc. So let's have a cup of coffee and enjoy the show.
There is no heaven. There is no hell. There is only this world and its dark reflection. And we do not know in which of the two worlds we are.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the Rebellious Rev and the Doc. Again, this is the Rebellious Rev, and tonight we are fortunate to having the foremost authority that I know of on religious matters, the Doc.
That's me.
And how are you tonight?
I'm doing just fine.
Just to give you background, the Doc knows a lot about religion. I don't know how, but he must read a lot. And I know nothing.
I try to.
I know nothing about religion. That's why I'm the Rebellious Rev. Figure that out.
Yeah,
Does that
I
make any
did
sense
notice.
to anybody?
I did notice a little bit of Reverend Al in you. You know.
Reverend Al, come on. Donate your money. Give it all to me. Don't worry about where it's going. It's all going for a good cause, me.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you don't want it to go to me, have it go to my wife. Just as good. But just remember, donate till your heart you cannot give anymore. Anyway, everybody wants to have peace, we think, and that's what we believe. And religions are most wars are caused by friction between religions. Would you agree with that, Marc?
Oh, most
Dr.
definitely.
Marc?
There are more wars fought in the name of religion.
Well, and the most wars that are fought, a lot of them are between the Jewish religions and the Muslims and the Catholics. So what I was thinking of doing tonight is reading some of their prayers for peace and see the difference or the lack thereof difference. And reading this, you wouldn't understand why there is no peace between everybody.
I'll bet you.
I'm going to start.
Well, wait. I will bet you that the only difference is that, a Jewish prayer for peace mentions God. A Muslim prayer for peace will mention Allah. Okay? And a Christian prayer for peace will mention Jesus. In the name of Jesus we pray. Okay? So I bet that's the only difference that you're going to find.
Okay, I'm going to start with the Muslim because everybody always puts down the Muslims as being a not unfriendly type of religion. So Muslim prayer for peace. In the name of Allah, as you said, Marc, very well put. Got it right on the money. In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful. Praise be to the Lord of the universe, who has created us and made us into tribes and nations, that we may know each other, not that we may despise each other. If the enemy incline towards peace, do thou also incline towards peace. And trust God, for the Lord is the one that heareth and knoweth all things. And the servants of God, most gracious, and those who walk on the earth in humility. And when we address them, we say peace. That's it. What do you think, Marc?
As I said before, the prayer basically, as you said originally, is a prayer for peace. It does not denigrate or put anyone down. It mentions, of course, Allah. It doesn't mention any adversary by name.
And it says if your enemy wants to have peace, you should have peace with your enemy, right?
Well, I think.
Now
Yeah,
go ahead.
I was just going to say that I think every group will, say the same thing, basically. If you find out that your enemy wants to have peace, why would you want to wage war? It's that simple.
Yeah, I know, but there's that big but, the one that I wear behind me. It's called stupidity. I'm going to read the, let's see, I want to read, which one should I read? How about if I read the Jewish prayer for peace? It's a little shorter.
Okay.
Okay. Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, that we may walk the path of the Most High. And we shall beat out swords into plowshares. And our
yes.
spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. And none shall be afraid, for the Lord of hosts has spoken. Very simple.
It's also a very well-known prayer for peace.
And
I have heard it before.
Yeah. Mark, the problem is right now I can't have my glasses. I don't know where I put them down. And
not being there, I can't help you unless they're on the table.
Yeah, I'm looking, and I assure you that I remember no prayers. I don't even remember the day of the week, no less. But let's. Okay, so now we've got that. Now let's go see the Christian. Those are the three big ones. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be known as children of the God. But I say to you that hear, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who abuse you. To those whom strike you on the cheek, offer the other one also.
The other cheek also, yes.
And from those who take away your cloak, do not withhold your coat as well. Give to everyone who begs from you, and of those who take away your goods, do not ask for them again. And and as you wish that others would do to you, do unto others, or do.
Oh, that's
so
certainly the goal. That's the golden rule.
Yeah. Now, where are my glasses? I'm stumbling over here. There should be, instead of being the Rebellious Rev, I'm going to be the stumbling Rev. I don't know there, Doc. You got a prescription for glasses for me?
Not readily handy. I'm sorry.
You think if I knock in a bottle of scotch, I'll see better?
You can only try.
Hit the bottle of scotch. The scotch, I should say.
You could only try.
I could only try. Well, I'll tell you, I got another idea here. I'm going to turn up the lighting quite a bit, which helps a lot. Now, how do you think about a Buddhist prayer for peace? Because they don't really believe in a God, from what I understand. Is that correct?
Well, they follow the teachings of the Buddha, who is very much a human being. And but you'll find that if you read anything that he says, it's basically like Confucius or like Islam or Judaism, for that matter.
Okay, the Buddha's prayer for peace. May all beings everywhere plagued with sufferings of body and mind quickly be freed from their illnesses. May those frightened cease to be afraid, and may those bound be free. May the powerless find power, and may people think of befriending one another. May those who find themselves in trackless, fearful wilderness, the children, the aged, the unprotected, be guarded by beneficial celestials, and may they swiftly attain Buddhahood. Buddhahood. Never heard of that, did you? B-U-D-D.
I don't even know what you're trying to say.
B-U-D-D-H-A-H-O-O-D. Buddhahood, I guess. Yeah, the same. Do you know what a B-A-H-A apostrophe I is? Baha'i?
B-A-H-A, Budai, or something to that. No, I don't.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm not going to read that one. But I'm going to read a short one by the Hindu prayer for peace. Oh God, lead us from the unreal to the real. Oh God, lead us from darkness to light. Oh God, lead us from death to immortality. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti unto all. O Lord God Almighty, may there be peace in the celestial regions. May there be peace on earth. May the waters be appeasing. May herbs be wholesome. And may trees and plants bring peace to all. May all beneficent beings bring peace to us. May the Vedic law propagate peace all throughout the world. May all things be a source of peace to us. And may thy peace itself bestow peace on all. And may that peace come to me also. The peace seeds. Excuse me. Just got that flu.
Must be the scotch.
No, but I just took a sip of coffee. So as you can see, I mean, they're all interesting, they're all nice, but now I'm going to do one which you probably never heard of, the Native American prayer for peace.
Well, if you notice, before you even do that, the last prayer that you read doesn't mention anything about war at all. Okay,
no.
Or talk about an enemy. It's just being at peace with yourself, and that's basically what the Buddha, preaches, that we should all be at peace within ourselves, and then everything else will follow.
Yeah, it'll all fall in place. Anyway, the Native American prayer for peace. O great spirit of our ancestors, I raise my pipe to you, to your messengers, the four winds, and to Mother Earth, who provides for your children. Give us the wisdom to teach our children to love, to respect, and to be kind to each other, so that they may grow with peace of mind. Let us learn to share all good things that you may provide for us on this earth. Very simple. So
there again, you notice, never a mention of any war or enemy. We practice peace, and we should teach our children to practice peace, and it should be passed down through the generations.
Yeah, these are, I guess, more of what would you call them, humanists, because they don't really believe in God per se.
No, that's not true. The Native Americans, sure they do. The Great Spirit, that's their God, the Great Spirit, in the first line. You know.
That's true. I guess.
You know, so far, I don't remember the Islamic prayer for peace, but I do remember the Jewish prayer for peace. In the Jewish prayer for peace, they actually mention enemies, and they talk about, you know, beating your swords into plowshares, you know. I mean, so they actually talk about, I think that's the only one that really mentions war per se or an enemy, but they say that, well, I said I don't remember the Islamic prayer for peace, you know, but I do remember the Judaic prayer for peace, and they do mention, you know, means of war, you know, and they say, but we shouldn't follow that path. We should take the other path.
Well, see, what it is what it is over here on the, what is it, the Muslims, they have, if the enemy inclined towards peace, do thou also incline towards peace.
Okay, so they do talk about an enemy. All right, like I said, I didn't remember, you know, but, you know, a very interesting point, going back through the ages in Spain, just prior to the Inquisition, okay, Jews and Muslims lived in harmony for well over a few hundred years. When the Jews were ostracized from what's now England, okay, they settled in Spain and were allowed to practice their religion, no problem, you know. And if you recall, you know, Rev, one of the shows we had was about Abraham being the father of three religions. Basically, we're all kissing cousins, you know, and one would wonder, why is there such hostility between Muslims and Jews and Catholics?
Yeah, so, you know, there are also, like I say, there are also other kinds of prayers. There's a Zoroastrian prayer for peace. I don't know what that is. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes.
This is very short. That one I can read. We pray to God to eradicate all the misery in the world, that understanding triumphs over ignorance, that generosity triumphs over indifference, that triumphs over contempt, and that truth triumphs over falsehood. Again, no mention of enemies, war, or anything else.
Very true.
Yeah, so, yeah. And then we've got Shinto, we've got a lot of others, but basically, I think we've proven the point that everybody says, let's not fight, let's have peace. And in the name of religion, most of these people do fight. In the name of Allah, in the name of this, you know. Yet they, you know, Allah calls for peace. You know, the Jewish religion calls for peace. Catholic religion calls for peace. I mean, we've gone through how many there? Most of the major religions. Nobody there calls for war. Nobody says, if you're not of my religion, go kill him. You know, that's not part of any.
Well, if you recall, there is a song that basically espouses that very point. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our Father, brothers all are we. And again, let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. It always begins with yourself. You know, that's the bottom line.
Again, yes. And so, why do people use
Rev, hold on
religions?
Felix, where are we? we're doing a show. But it's 10 minutes. That's what I'm telling you. Yes.
Right, that's Dr. Marc. He is calling from, I should say, on this show, he's the doc. And he's calling from his house today for this show, so he must have been interrupted by his family while I am in more of a private surroundings, but yet still I do get
Yes, you're in a bubble.
Also.
You're in a bubble. You're operating under the cone of silence, as Maxwell Smart would say.
Yeah. And I would say to you, bring the phone back close to your mouth.
Why? You can't hear me? It is. It's right by my mouth. In fact, I had to take my shoe off because I'm using my shoe phone right now.
Well, I know, and I'll be honest with you, I never thought I would tell you this, but the smell goes right through the line.
I was hoping it wouldn't. I was hoping that I was the only one that could smell it, but I mean, I've even used Desinex, which is what we used to use, if you remember, in the Army. Before you put your boots on and your socks, you used to spray your feet with Desinex. It was supposed to be. What was that?
Yeah, that's supposed to be good for athlete's foot, and also it wouldn't, during battlefields, your partners wouldn't faint because your feet smell.
Yes, sirree. We are just a plethora of information. Most of it is minutia, but we are a plethora of minutia when it comes to information like that. In fact, the only thing that Desinex doesn't work on, unfortunately, is when you're walking through the swamps. Your feet are going to get wet, and there's nothing you can do about it. But let's get back. That's once again straying from our topic of prayers of peace. And I think basically you've shown from your readings that every religion, be it the big three or one of the smaller or lesser-known religions, most of them believe, as I said in that little brief song, let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Peace should always begin within yourself, as the Buddha would say, and then you share that peace with others. Again, the golden rule, as Christ had said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. If you wish ill on somebody, then they will return that in the same way. But if you wish them good, then they will return good back to you.
It's absolutely true. Hey Doc, I want you to see if you can find Dr. Marc and see if he's going to be broadcasting tomorrow. And if he is, he's going to just do it from his temporary broadcast studios instead of the home base.
Well, I think after the show, when we listen to it, you respectively, you in your studio and me in my home, if it sounds better than what has been, then I think that's what we will have to do.
Well, it doesn't matter. This same thing could be done together. What I'm saying, because tomorrow, in respect to the Jewish holidays.
Oh, no. Excuse me. I'm glad you reminded me. No, Pesach. I will not be on tomorrow's show. I will not be on tomorrow's show. No. Okay, we are going to a Seder.
You're going outside? You're going to somebody else's house?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna. That's what I was saying. So that's why I didn't think you'd be back in time.
No. No way will I be back in time. But maybe we could schedule that show for Wednesday.
Or Tuesday.
Well, the Seders are generally the first 2 days. Let's see. How it shapes up. True. So I think Wednesday would be better. So
whatever. Yeah, so we'll just.
You know, when it comes to Passover, the first 2 days and the last 2 days are the most religious. Okay. The last 2 days there is no Seder, obviously, but those are the religious days of the holiday. So if we're gonna have a show, 2 shows this week, I think we're gonna shoot for Wednesday and Friday. We'll have to let the powers that be know that that's what we're going to do, because don't forget.
Just going to tell the people that listen, there is anyways the show. Just let them know that yes, that we will not be broadcasting this Monday, unless something changes, and if I pick up a guest host that wants to broadcast a quick show, then we'll announce it. But otherwise, we will be doing the show on Wednesday.
Well, I believe today was Palm Sunday, because I think next Sunday is Easter Sunday. So
yeah,
I think that's how it shakes out. So, maybe you could get your brother the deacon to, do a little time on the air with you. Be Geach and Geach.
Well, no, my brother is not a deacon. My brother plays and entertains in old age homes. And
but I thought he was a deacon in his church.
No, he plays music in his church. He's some of the churches, they have people playing music. So his wife plays the piano, and I don't know what he plays, maybe the guitar or something, and that's all.
Well, between the two of them, they have a hootenanny service.
Oh, yeah. Well, they used to do it professionally. 2 of them. They were quite good. In the local circuit there in Virginia, they were well known. But that's besides the point. So what we'll do, ladies and gentlemen, is plan on hearing a show on this Wednesday instead of Monday at 9 o'clock, and then we will be broadcasting again as usual on Friday at 9 o'clock, always Eastern Time. And if you got a pen, jot down this number, 646-595-3275. And you can give us a call either Wednesday or Friday, and when we will talk about the topic, we will stick with the topic, or if you have something that you would prefer talking about, we drop everything and, we go with the audience wish. Anything else for you to add, Doc?
No, I think we've covered what we wanted to cover, in these 30 minutes. I think that's fine. And I think we should let people digest what we've said and listen to it once again. And they should please, if they're going to listen to the pod, click on like the show and follow. I believe those 2 things are down there, so it lets our powers that be know that you want more shows like this on the radio.
And if you don't want more show like this on the radio, click
follow
and like anyway. We don't care.
Yeah, keep your mouth shut. That's all.
That's it. Anyway, Mark, thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure.
This is the Rebellious Rev.
And this is the Doc
saying good night
to our Jewish listeners. Have a Zis and Pesach. Have a good Seder. And to our Catholic listeners, happy Palm Sunday, what's left of it. And we'll be speaking to you on Good Friday.
But also before that, we'll be talking on Wednesday also. We will be broadcasting on Wednesday. So everybody have a happy Pesach. Enjoy. Mark, have
and
a
good
good
night.
holiday. Enjoy. And
the same to you.
We'll be, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be hearing from us again on Wednesday. Thank you for listening. Good night.
Okay, good night.